So I'm going to start with number 5. Number 5 says to begin at the top of the paper and begin drawing the outline of the half of a head, making sure that the head touches the top, the side, and the bottom of my paper. So I'm going to touch all 3 sides. And so since I'm working with Picassoism, that means that it can be curvy. And I'm going to start towards the top of the paper, and I'm going to pay attention to where the fold line is, and I'm going to be drawing in the opposite direction of the fold, so away from the fold line. And I'm going to begin with just what I want the hair to look like, and if I wanted to, I could cover my hair and put a hat on instead. That's just a personal choice. So that's going to be my hairline. And then I'm going to continue down the side of the face, creating the side that might look like a cheek, and then bringing it down to the bottom of the paper for a chin. And so I have to make sure I'm touching the top, the side, and the bottom of my paper, which I am. So I've completed step 5, and I'm looking now at step 6. Saying add in facial features on this half of the face, including eyes, eyebrows, lashes, half a nose, half a mouth, ear, hair, etc. Remembering that my facial features should also demonstrate the style I'm using, which is the Picassoism style right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is finish up my hair. And then I'm going to start in with an eye. And again, keeping that same style. So all my objects, or a lot of my objects, are going to have a lot of curved shapes to them. I can also add in a few straight edge shapes or corners and points in as well, since this style is a combination of both. I'm going to work on a nose, and I'm going to have my nose start at the side. And this one sort of is going to look more like a realistic kind of nose with a bigger nostril. And then I'm going to work on the mouth. And my mouth, sometimes kids get a little mixed up with mouths because you would have a lip line. And so then I would have a top lip and a bottom lip. And then if my mouth is open, I might show some teeth. And then I'm looking at the side here, and it does appear to me that I've got a pretty big empty space there. So I might, I could include an ear. Or in this case, I'm going to make a dimple from the smile. I might even include like a dimple from the chin underneath as well. And I could add in some freckles, or maybe a band-aid or some stitches on my person. But basically what I want to do is kind of make sure my drawing is equally spaced out. So there's not a big spot on my paper where it's empty. All right, so once I've finished this, the first side, then I'm going to, I've done number 6, then I'm going to go and I'm going to turn my paper over, but it says to keep it folded. So I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to now use the same steps 4 and 5. So drawing the same way, but this time I'm going to be using my opposite style. So this time I'm going to be using the Cubism style, using a lot of geometric shapes. So I don't want to open my paper yet. I'm going to just flip it over to the other side and start drawing. All right, now that I have completed the second half of my face, here's where I'm going to see what the final product look like. So you can see I've got a lot of geometric shapes for my Cubism side, and I even included an ear on this side, which I don't have on the first side. So now I'm going to open it up to see that if I have one complete head that's got one line outline around showing what the actual head shape looks like. Okay, and then I can kind of see how if I was able to line up any of my facial features. My eyes are pretty lined up. Noses are a little bit off, kind of more like Picasso. And then my lip lines actually match up pretty well. So now I'm going to be ready to choose some colors and start painting in.